sometimes things just don't go as planned and you have to make a new plan. Today we decided to leave Tisquizoque and head to Gachas and the Cascada de los Caballeros. It's about 5 hours drive, and this time we're taking the other road that's not closed, but it's not paved either. We used Google Maps and it took us down this tiny, narrow little road. Pretty sure it's for motorcycles. We're not really sure about this road here. We're gonna take a walk, see what it's like. There's supposed to be a connecting road somewhere around here. This is looking pretty sketchy. I don't think it's gonna be nearly as slippery as when we were in Costa Rica. Okay, yes it is. Had to run to get out of the way of that one just in case. Big logs. Woo! Oh boy. Google. This is not the first time that Google Maps has led us astray, and it really sucks. Looks like we're going to be moving some logs. Came up to this fence line here. This hasn't been traveled in a really long time. Stupid Google. Trying to send us down some that doesn't even exist anymore. Went down a little bit. There was another fence line. So we decided to walk, and there's a couple of ditches that we'd have to span. But then the whole road turns into just single track, and we will not make it. So we're gonna have to go all the way back up the way we came, and it's raining right now, and everything just got exponentially wetter. Pretty slippery, and we got to go back up the hill. Careful. So I feel like we've been here before. Time to air down the tires and make an attempt. This is where we slid down the first time, so try to. Too bad we can't slide up it. Well, when all else fails, use the winch. We have mud terrain tires, but they don't do very well in wet, snotty clay. So that was super fun. We just spent 3 hours trying to get ourselves unstuck out of the mud, and we don't know what happened, but we ended up losing our traction control. So we ended up having to use our winch. After a couple more hours of driving at night, we finally reached a hotel where we settled in for the evening before heading out the next day. We finally made it. We are on our route to the Cascada. We parked at somebody's property. There's a little picnic zone down there. And off into the jungle we go. Diggity dog! That was a pretty short walk. I needed no purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. You're so skinny, they don't have gut feeling. Everything seems hazy. The water flow from here was quite the contrast from what we had just witnessed over at Tisquizoque. Oh, it's incredible! As I watched Bronson fall into the gaping hole behind the waterfall, I couldn't help but laugh and think that I was the worst wife in the world. Caden, what do you think?
I think it's pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing.
It's pretty great.
Just pretty amazing. No, like hot diggity dog. This is magnificent.
So there's Caden all the way up there. Gotta figure out how he got up there. Because now he's gotta get down.
After playing in the water for a little bit, we decided that we were going to head over to Las Gachas. And that came with its own set of problems. It was a really rough road. It took us an hour and a half to go 13 kilometers, or just about 8 miles. So the next thing that we have to go down is this thing right here to get all the way down there. This isn't good.
What's that?
We fell into a hole. This was a drainage ditch where a previous bridge had been built. Falling through meant our frame was touching the ground. Now we're gonna try to winch ourselves out. It's like a repeat of yesterday, but different. Okay, try pulling forward. Well, we got out. We didn't rip anything out from underneath the vehicle, but this is the hole we ended up in on this tiny stretch of road. That was unexpected, but we made it and we winched out. It took us all of like 5 additional minutes. There's another guy that said that the rest of the road is kind of just like that. We only have 300 meters left to go. I think so. Oh my God, where does it go? All of these little pools, they're like personal size. So you're in there standing right now, not like on your knees. It took us about an hour and a half to get down to this beautiful place on these terrible roads, but it was very well worth it. Look at all of these little holes. That was not very deep. I thought it was going to be deeper. That was pretty deep. We ended up being able to get Dusty the Mudslinger all the way down to the Gachas, which is not for the faint of heart. Most people take a 45-minute walking path from the town of Guadalupe. We were even told that we could camp there if we wanted to.
So we all decided that it would be great if we had the drone.
We wanted to get some great drone footage, but while we were at Tisquizoque, we launched the drone, immediately lost connection, and watched it as it flew itself into the blue abyss, never to be recovered. With evening settling in, we headed to the town of Guadalupe to find a place to stay. This was one hell of a trip, and it was very well worth it. Join us next time on our next adventure, wherever that may be.